Today I'm making something special, something I have never made before, and shout out to Annette on Amsterdam Cooks that gave me insights to this. And we are going to use a number of well-known ingredients which I'm going to show you very soon. So stay tuned till the end of this video. I'm going to be using broccoli, this fresh broccoli, and this minced meat, and 1 onions, egg, pepper, salt, spices, my favorite spices, and this is garlic, 1 bulb of garlic, and we are also going to be using some fresh herbs and speck, and yes, our breadcrumb. Like I said, this is new for me and I just want to give it a good try. So the first thing we are going to do is to steam our broccoli head for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to put some salt and a little bit of cruden mix into the water that I'm going to use to cook it, to steam it. And we are going to prepare the meat by chopping onions into it, adding our garlic and our egg and the spices, and then we are going to fill in the cavity of the broccoli, and then we are going to wrap it all up with a speck, and then we are going to put it in this big pan and put it in the oven. Okay, that is what we are going to do. So let's get right into it. This is the pot we are going to use. I'm going to pour about 5 liters of water, and then we are going to put on the stove and allow it to boil. When the water boils, I'm going to add in the spices, cruden mix, and I'm going to add in a little bit of salt, and then I'm going to place the head of the broccoli inside. So the water is about to boil, and I'm going to put in some spices, and I'm going to put in a little bit of salt, and then next we are going to put in our broccoli head and leave it for about 5 minutes. Set the timer. So this is the broccoli in hot water that is spiced up. After 5 minutes, when the broccoli is done, I'm going to cut off this stem. It's not going to be part of it. I'm going to cut it into like a round shape. The reason why I put this stem is to be able to hold it in the water and toss it side by side. Okay, that's the reason why I still put the stem, but definitely I'm going to cut it off from the base where it holds everything together. So I'm still going to cut it off. We are going to leave it for 5 minutes and allow it to steam. Okay, we are fixing the color, and yes, it's also helping tenderization of the broccoli. So for the meat, I'm going to pour in my garlic, put in spices. I'm going to pour in garlic, I'm going to put in the egg, 1 egg, and I'm also going to dice the onions and also cut in my parsley into tiny pieces. Parsley. The aroma of the broccoli is being perceived. If you don't like parsley, please skip it. Okay, like I always say, use what you like. I'm going to put in pepper, salt. I'm going to, if you don't like pepper, black peppers, please skip it. Nothing is compulsory when it's homemade. Put in some salt. Use your favorite spice mix. Use your favorite. This is specifically for meat. Spice it well the way you love it, and mix. So we are left with our onions and breadcrumb Some people use flour with it, but I don't want to use flour. Okay, I don't want to use flour. Mix well, because we are going to stuff it into the broccoli. The oven is on, so they are setting the oven to 200 degrees Celsius. 200 degrees Celsius. Now look at it. I'm going to cut the onions. Look at how it is looking already. I'm going to cut in the onions inside and allow it to rest a bit. So 5 minutes steam. I'm going to bring it out on the pan and allow it to drain. I'm going to allow it to fully drain. If you cut part of the broccoli and taste it, it's already sweet because definitely I spiced it up. Okay, so now the full process will begin. The full process begins. So for the onions, for some people who don't like seeing big onions, you can blend it. I think maybe I can also blend it so that it incorporates well into the meat and the taste will be really super. The taste will come out well. So yes, thank God I was able to blend it without using water, because I actually don't want to add any water to this. So we are going to pour it into the meat and then mix. How will this not come out tasty with all the spices, onions, garlic, fresh herbs and everything? How will it not come out good and tasty? So mix everything, make sure that everything is well mixed. Okay, and then now we are going to, so this is how it looks. Now this is what we are going to stock the broccoli. This is the broccoli, how it's looking. I'm going to cut off some part of this stem and then we are going to stuff in the meat in the broccoli. So make sure you clean the excess water, pat it dry, and then we can cut off the stem a little bit. Please don't cut it too much, otherwise all your broccoli will separate. And then now we can start stuffing our meat into every part of the broccoli. Remember, we are still going to wrap everything up with our speck. This can really be a little bit messy, but yes, it's part of the game. So when I do this side, I'm going to wrap it up in speck. So you can see how it's looking already, this side. So we are going to put a little bit of breadcrumb for crunchiness before we layer with our speck. Our speck is here. Yes, our oven is at the right temperature. That's great. So layering with the speck. Like I said, this is my first time, so I don't even know how to layer, whether horizontal or vertical. But we are going to try. I mean, like I said, I always like to try new things. So I'm just going to layer it the way I just feel. I'm not sure if I even have enough speck to layer, but like I said, this is the first try, so oh my goodness. Now I'm going to turn it over, but before I turn it over, let me give you a view of the look at how the top is looking already. So let's finish covering the other side of it before we use our speck to cover it. So if you want to make this recipe, make sure you have enough minced meat. Like now my minced meat is not covering every part nicely. Make sure you buy maybe two plates of minced meat for a medium-sized ball of broccoli. Okay, but at least my broccoli is like 80% covered. And also make sure you buy 2 speck when you are doing yours. I actually bought 1 speck and I can see that the speck is not really enough. Oh, I've not put the breadcrumb. Let me put it to cement everything together. I hope that this is going to come out really good. Hopefully. We live on hope. We live on hope in life. Everything is about believing. Can you see? You ready? So I have about 3 more specks. I'm just going to layer it like this. When you are making yours, buy 2 packs of speck for a ball of broccoli, okay? Yes, nicely covered, and now it's time to transfer it into our baking pan. And yes, this is it, nicely done. And I'm going to transfer it. Actually, it's time to take it into the oven. I think I've tried, as the first time of trying this, I tried to like do it in my own way. I'm not using the exact recipe that was given to me. So there are some things that I skipped, and that is why it is homemade. When something is homemade, you can remove some ingredients, put in some ingredients, take away some steps, and yes, it can still come out great. How do you see this? Going into the oven. Wish it well. So I'm getting it into the baking pan. Wish me well. I don't want to scatter it. I want to carry it gently. Oh my goodness, I'm so scared. Hooray, we carried it nicely. So it's going into the oven. Yeah, so wish it well as it's going into the oven. I pray it's going to come out tasty and nicely. Let me wash my hand and get it into the oven. Yes, we made it. Look at that. It's done. The broccoli is looking good also. Like I said, if you want to make this, make sure you buy 2 plates of speck, 2 to 3. I didn't have enough speck to round it well, and that's why it came out. This side is looking good. Look at that. Looking
like,
good.
comment, and subscribe.